Hello, and welcome to your walk through Chagrin Falls. Chagrin Falls is very proud of its beauty and its history. In this video, we will discuss the history of 46 North Main Street. This location has been a number of different businesses over the years. Let's learn more about it. The original occupant of this location was a tin shop built by Thomas Hintz. This is a view of his building looking east up Bell Street. Here is another view looking east that shows the tin shop and what Bell Street, then called Front Street, looked like in the 1870s. The tall brick building just east of the tin shop is 14 Bell Street and still exists today and houses the Bell Street Gallery. This view is taken where Starbucks is today. The tin shop is the building farthest left just past the bridge. Notice how the Main Street Bridge was only one lane at the time. The tin shop building was moved in 1908 to 10 Center Street and still exists there today as part of a bigger building. All of the other buildings in this picture are gone today. Before it moved to its location on Center Street, the tin shop changed ownership and was the home of the Falls Implement Company. They made farming equipment and had numerous locations in Chagrin throughout the years. The two-story brick building next to the Falls Implement Company was built by H.T. Bradley as a grocery store. It's now the home of Flipside. In 1908, C.G. Ober built the Ober building. When it was built, the building was described as a concrete block structure of 3 stories and a basement measuring 32 feet by 116 feet in dimension. It was claimed to be nearly fireproof when it was built, with steel ceilings and water from a hydrant passing through the building with connections on all the floors. This description would prove to be very ironic 54 years later. C.G. Ober was born in Newberry in 1865. His father John and Uncle George founded the Ober Manufacturing Company that was located on Bell Street between Philomathian and Cleveland Streets. John left the company in 1881 to start a furniture and undertaking business. They had the first hearse in Geauga County, made by themselves and featured at the Geauga County Fair. C.G. Ober took over the business from his father in 1898. The Ober building was one of the largest and beautiful structures in town. A unique feature of the building was its bay windows. In this view, you can also see the horse-drawn hearses. In these interior views of the building, you can get a sense of what shopping for furniture was like back in the day. Here is C.G. Ober sitting at his desk in the Ober building. This area was also used to showcase office furniture and decor. In the 1920s and 30s, the Chagrin Library was located on the second floor of this building. Here, Mrs. Hutchinson, the librarian, is sitting at her desk in the adult section of the library. This shows the children's section of the library from the same time period. The Obers were one of the earliest and largest undertaking firms in the area. As mentioned before, they were the first to offer a hearse in Geauga County. Here are a couple of the hearses they offered over time. For many years, parades traveled down Main Street, and this building was a background to all of those. These views are from the 1940s. This building became the home of the Chagrin Valley Hardware in the early 1950s. For many years, John Kenning ran the business. Even though the building had been described as almost being fireproof, it became victim of a fire in 1962. The fire destroyed the roof and 3rd story and caused extensive damage to the 1st and 2nd floors from the water. Both the Chagrin Falls and Bainbridge fire departments fought the fire for well over 2 hours. The building was encased in brick except for the rear of the building where you can still see the concrete blocks charred by the fire. The Chagrin Valley Hardware stayed in business into the 1980s. The building has then been Attitudes, Falls Cookies, and De Blasi's, among others, and has been home to White Magnolia for many years now. Thank you for watching, and please visit us at chagrinhistorical.org or stop by our museum at 87 East Washington Street. Have a wonderful day.